They say that the only constant in life is change, and India seems to be the embodiment of this principle. From being one of the oldest civilization to the largest democracy, India has traveled a long and eventful path, and it continues to do so even today. This idea of India that we see today would remain incomplete and inaccurate if one did not take into account the resilient people of this land. After all, it is the people who make up the nation. And from this arises the stories of unsung heroes whose selfless desire towards the betterment of society has created examples of triumph. With an admirable dedication and unshakable faith, these heroes may be common by appearance, but are uncommon by deeds.
मैं इनके बीच में से आया हूँ, ऐसी ही जगह से स्लम से वगैरह ही मैं ऊपर तक आया हूँ, तो मुझे ऐसे लोगों के बारे में हमेशा ही ऐसे लगते रहा कि मैंने कुछ तो भी करना चाहिए, और फिर इसके लिए मैंने फुटबॉल का माध्यम चुना और ये तय कर लिया मैंने कि फुटबॉल के द्वारा मैं ऐसे लोगों के बीच में जाके मैं इनके जीवन का स्तर उठा सकूं, इनमें कुछ अच्छी आदतें डाल सकूं।
There are so many problems that the nomadic tribes have. They don't have housing, they don't have identity, they don't have community certificate all over the country. And we thought all of it can't be solved at one go because it's a very deep-rooted problem. And we thought education is the way.
In 2017, when I joined as in the environment department, then it was a situation where a mechanical engineer is being put into environment, and I didn't have any knowledge about it. But then I thought, why not make the situation into an opportunity? No garbage that is generated from Ahmedabad division or should not go into landfills. So for that, we devised a plan whereby the zero waste management system came into work, whereby each and every item is segregated. We segregate initially, the major segregation is into wet, dry and plastics. Then again plastic is also segregated into PET bottles and MLP, that is multi-layered plastics. Then wet waste we used to make, that is segregated, and we make compost from it.
During COVID, not just India, but the whole world, along with the whole of the Sundarbans, was under lockdown. People were scared to leave the house. Even though Sundarbans is a remote place, it was not able to save itself. For the 9 islands, there is only one hospital. For that one hospital, it was impossible to treat patients from all the islands. It was believed that getting quality treatment would be difficult. Even the region does not have many qualified doctors. That's why they preferred staying at home and personally utilized my services.
Hailing from different corners of the country, be it the deltas of Sundarbans to the Western Ghats, the capital city of the country, or the southernmost tip, these individuals have shown resilience to uplift society and work for the development of the nation. To shine light on these unsung heroes and honor their commendable deeds, Times Network created its flagship property, Amazing Indians, an exceptional platform spotlighting the determined and remarkable work of selfless individuals. Through Amazing Indians, we bring these ordinary individuals and their extraordinary deeds in front of the world as they are honored by the country's leading statesmen.
Sitabuni Wildlife Reserve that I created from scratch on a degraded hill was never for recognition, it was for my inner solace. For recognition, I'm a Bollywood singer-composer, so that comes from there. This was more like my inner journey. And it was a young tigress who actually trusted me and came and gave birth on my estate. So for the first time ever, a wild tigress chose a private estate to give birth on. So you do 1% for nature and nature does 99% for you.
I would like to say that whatever farming work I have done it with my heart and passion. I have served Mother Earth. In terms of health, we are doing organic farming so that everybody can have a good health.
India is such a diverse country actually. I've come through a long way actually, and coming to this stage is always a great feeling. And in this journey, we started with a couple of members. Now we are 55-member team. We actually develop a community health integrated platform to basically track the health at the last mile is something, and this has actually been scaled up in Rajasthan state. It's the largest state in India, and we really look forward to actually replicate this platform in other states, in fact the pan-India.
The journey of selecting these amazing Indians starts when the platform opens for nominations. These countless deeds are differentiated into numerous categories. Once the deadline is closed, a distinguished panel of jury presides and selects the most deserving deeds. Last year, notable personalities like Amjad Ali Khan, Nambi Narayanan, Preeti Adani, Sonali Bendre, and Upasana Kamineni presided to select winners in 8 categories.
When I was asked to be on the jury for Amazing Indian, I said, yeah, I think this sounds good, and so many awards are done, and I come from an industry where every year award function becomes like such a big deal. So I thought, first of all, when these awards were mentioned, I said, now this is something that awards should be given to, and people should be recognized, So this awards I felt meant something. So I was happy to be part of this jury, and I was really looking forward to what would be coming up.
As a country, after 75 years of independence, we are seeing still the development problems, the social problems. And on the other side, we have such committed people working for such causes at the grassroots level. At 75 years, I think this is the most apt time to recognize the warriors of our country, the real ones who have put in their heart and soul to solve the problems of our country.
So amongst all the 12 categories, the thing that resonated the most through all categories actually was people were trying to make an impact to the environment and sustainability. So I think that is something that showed that we are progressing as a nation and are very pro-planet.
This year, Times Now Amazing Indians is back to recognize our unsung heroes and put them on the pedestal that they so rightly deserve. Stay tuned as we take you through the journey of what makes amazing Indians. Amazing Indians as a platform has been instrumental in bringing the stories from across the nation.
So I look at it this way. You have to make a difference to somebody. I hope I've made, and as they say, you might not change the world, but for that one animal, you change their world.
पे निम्यांश हॉस्पिटल के पास में ये एक बहुत बड़ा जंक्शन है। यहाँ पे 4 बड़े-बड़े हॉस्पिटल लगते हैं। यहाँ पे हर हॉस्पिटल के जो पेशेंट्स के साथ में जो अटेंडर्स रहते हैं, उन लोगों को मैं 12:30 बजे दोपहर के टाइम पे तकरीबन 250 से 300 लोगों तक मैं खाना पहुँचा रहा हूँ।
আনন্দ শিক্ষা নিকেতনকে আরও সারা পৃথিবীতে কী করে আমি বিস্তার করতে পারি এবং আমার যে স্বপ্ন এডুকেশন ফর অল উইথ ইকুয়াল অপরচুনিটি, এটা বাস্তবায়নের জন্য শুধু আমার এলাকা নয়, দেশের বিভিন্ন প্রান্তে মানুষের সহযোগিতা, শুভবুদ্ধি সম্পন্ন এবং শিক্ষানুরাগী মানুষের সহযোগিতাতে আমি যাতে এগিয়ে যেতে পারি সেই চেষ্টা আমি করছি।
And the different category of this award speaks of the potential and ingenuity that describes this nation. This year, Amazing Indians Award has 12 categories. The category Agriculture focuses on initiatives that have worked towards protection of agricultural land through sustainable farming and use of technology. The category Animal Welfare has individuals who have worked to provide essential veterinary services along with food and water for free-roaming animals. In the category Education, there are initiatives that have worked towards providing education to the marginalized as well as working in areas which has limited access. The category Environment and Climate focuses on initiatives which have worked towards the welfare of the environment by creating awareness or employing methods to address the adverse effects of pollution and the changing climate that the world is witnessing. In the category Food Management and Nutrition, there are initiatives that provide meals or essentials to the underprivileged population and work to uplift them by advocating a balanced diet for proper nutrition. The category Girl, Child and Women's Rights Empowerment focuses on individuals who are tirelessly working to protect women against exploitation and violence of any kind, along with promoting education and employment and advocating for a better cultural and social stand of women in society. The category Healthcare, Medical and Clinical Assistance focuses on individuals who work towards maintenance or improvement of health and providing medical or clinical assistance. The category Rural Development focuses on initiatives taken towards promoting development in rural areas. The category Sanitation and Water focuses on initiatives taken towards promoting sanitation concerns in rural and urban areas and creating awareness about the importance of consuming clean water. The category Shelter Management focuses on initiatives that provide alternative housing or shelters for migrant and homeless people who are economically marginalized. The category Slum Care focuses on initiatives that have shaped the living conditions in a slum through awareness programs laying emphasis on bettering various aspects of everyday living. This year, a new category comes in as Tech for Good. And to assess nominees from these categories, jury of amazing Indians this year has stalwarts transcending across sectors, whose determination and contribution has changed the course of this country's journey to social and economic development. General M.M. Naravane, former Chief of the Army Staff. Prasoon Joshi, Chairman, McCann World Group Asia Pacific and CEO and CCO, McCann World Group India. Ritesh Agarwal, Founder and Group CEO, OYO. Anand Kumar, Founder, Super 30. Dr. S. Rangarajan, Former Director, MCF, ISTRAC, Satcom ISRO. Sonam Wangchuk, Social Reformist, Raman Magsaysay Awardee 2018, Padma Shri Awardee 2016.
There are certain things, certain professions, a certain kind of work which gets all the limelight. And there are people who actually tirelessly doing great things. And I think it's a privilege that we put our minds and time together to look for those people and present them in front of the world. It was an honor to go through some of the work, but the kind of work people are doing, it humbles you, I would say. So it has been a hugely a learning experience for me.
Well, one thing which stood out very clearly is the vast range of activities which all these people are doing and the humble backgrounds that they come from. That is not from rich, privileged backgrounds, but people who have faced adversity themselves and how they have taken inspiration from those events, decided to devote their lives to social causes in which they feel so committed.
Choosing only one winner from each category is not an easy feat to achieve. The jury deliberated for hours as they carefully and thoroughly assessed the many amazing stories that were received from across the nation.
We all went through your work, so first of all, our compliments on your efforts and the efforts you're making.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Just one clarity we were seeking.
Yes, sir,
conceptually, that
yes,
the entire emphasis on your entry and your description seems to be on the leaf being the technology or the method of the planting leaves seems to have made all the difference. We just want to understand that is plantation of leaves is a new thing you are doing, it's not a normal practice. If
yes,
it
sir.
is not a normal practice, then how did you come to think of it? And how do you think, what kind of difference do you think it is making in terms of the yield overall, which is perceivable?
Sir, I have undergone tissue culture training in 2010, sir. And if a plant could be produced from a tissue, why can't we produce from other parts of the plant, especially leaves? Then I tried it in different methods, and at last I achieved producing plants from leaves, sir.
Nominations in each category shows the determination and commitment of these individuals. It will never be an easy task for these judges to choose that one winner who stood the tenacity of time as well as uplifted the society at large. The judges assessed each aspect, trying to understand the approach of these nominees.
I'm just humbled that and very happy that there are so many who are doing what I've always thought, being human, we have to have something that we give back to society, not always just for income but for impact, and I was very happy to see that's happening and going back more energized.
सब अपने आप में अद्भुत थे। हम लोगों के लिए डिसीजन लेना बड़ा मुश्किल हो रहा था, किसको अच्छा किसको कम अच्छा बोले, अच्छे तो सब थे, लेकिन फिर भी एक बंगाल में महिला काम कर रही थी ऐसे लोगों के लिए जिसमें लड़कियां बाहर ले जाके बेची जा रही थी, उनको न सिर्फ बचा रही थी बल्कि उनको ट्रेनिंग दे रही थी कि 2 पैसे आए। तो उस महिला में जो जज्बा देखा, देखकर मैं दंग रह गया और देश को गर्व होना चाहिए ऐसे लोगों पर।
See, the recognition comes second. Like many of these people, one of the things which struck me was they have been doing it without any idea that this is for a competition, this is going to be recognized. They did it because that is the right thing to do, and they produced results which was giving them the satisfaction. And that feeling we should get, that positive attitude, is going to be definitely the kind of trigger which we want the audience to get.
This September in New Delhi, Times Now will once again honor and felicitate India's unsung heroes with Amazing Indians 2023. A celebration to acknowledge Indians who embody the qualities of compassion, dedication, and spirit of selfless service for others.